Alright guys, and welcome back to the Blackwell Legacy. I'm Kyrandis, and welcome back. We're gonna open this envelope like I said we would in the last
Apparently
episode.
this envelope had no trouble entering the building. Go figure. Looks like it's from Bellevue.
Let's have a look at this. Dear Lauren, so you have been at NYU for 2 weeks now and have not called. I'm sure things are busy in the Big Apple, but don't forget the family you left behind. Things back home are well, and Jack starts high school on Monday, so he's a bit nervous. You know how he gets. Be sure to write him a letter. He misses his big sister. I admit I'm still a bit nervous about you living in New York all by yourself. You're carrying ID with you when you go out, like I asked. Over. September 3rd, 1960. 1960, wow. Oh my god, there's 25 pages. So there's on the back of that sheet, you know me, just being a mom, somebody has to keep your head on straight, kid, as your dad would say, and remember that you have a family back home that misses you. Love you, Mom and Dad and Jack. Oh my god, there's so much reading. Alright guys, just bear with me for a moment. This is the documents that Lauren Blackwell left behind, which is Rosangela's aunt. And these documents were given back to her. Holy crap, that's a lot of reading. Alright, I'll read this guys, but if you don't want to hear it, just skip away at the bottom down there in the YouTube bar. Oh sis, I'm writing this on my new St. Clair Model 15. Mom says that improving my handwriting is a lost cause, so she got me this. Keen, huh? I've already typed up a few stories on it, and this letter. Can't type for long because Dad says the noise drives him up the friggin' wall. What does he know? So how's life in the big bad city? Troy is dead boring as usual. Why'd you have to go to college, huh? There's nobody to talk to in the dump anymore. See you at Thanksgiving, Jacko. Dear Lauren, well, Thanksgiving time has come and gone, so have you. In just 2 short months, I can already see you evolving into a capable young woman. You've outgrown this small town, Lauren, that much is obvious. Jack will be following in your footsteps soon, I'm sure. Visiting you in New York is all he talks about. Speaking of Jack, I know that you are worried about him. We all are, but don't feel that is your responsibility. You're a sister and you love him, but he has got to learn to live without you eventually. You're growing up, let him grow up too. Till Christmas, love, Mom and Dad and Jack. Oh no, I put it away. Had enough of that reading. No, I'm just kidding. Lauren, can you keep a secret? I don't want to say this over the phone in case Dad over here. Mom's been acting odd lately. September 16, 1961. It started a few days after you went back to New York. She was dragging me shopping when she suddenly screamed and fainted. She was pointing at the corner of the room, but there was nothing there. We brought her to the hospital, and she says she's fine now. But she's been very on edge and paranoid. It's hard to explain. Dad's no help. Can you call and over? Try to cheer her up. She won't listen to me. Just don't tell her about this letter. I just hope she's okay, Jacko. November 13, 1961. That's about 2 months later. Lauren, you seem concerned after our last phone call. I just wanted to write and reassure you that everything is freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. F-I-N-E. Let us know if you're coming home again for Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving. With love, Mom and Dad and Jack. Dear sis, Mom's getting worse. You said it best during Thanksgiving. It's like somebody is watching over her shoulder. Paranoia. She sits by herself for hours, pretending to read when it's obvious she isn't. Lately, she's been covering her ears as if to keep out of the sound and closing her eyes tight. Dad's losing patience with her. He's convinced she's lost her mind, and I'm starting to agree. She refuses to get any kind of help. Why can't she see that there's a problem? This isn't normal. Over. Not normal at all. Why can't she see that? I hate to admit it, but I'm kind of scared. Scared for her. I don't know what to do. Jack. February 23rd, 1962. This is about half a year later. Lauren, it has a name. Mom locked herself in the bathroom this morning. She sounded like she was talking to herself in there. Well, not to herself. It was like there was somebody else there, but there wasn't. I listened. I couldn't understand it, but she did say the name Joey. Joey! I asked her later who Joey was, and she got really scared. Then she got angry and said, if you know what's good for you, never mention that name again. This could be the key. If we find out who Joey is, maybe we can save her, Jack. A month later. Dear Lauren, well, it's done. The final papers have been signed. It hurt. A lot. But it had to be done. Mom has now been committed to a mental ward. I have to say, I'm relieved. I know how you feel about it, but you weren't there. You didn't come home to see her screaming and tearing her hair out. Running around the house, knocking down everything in her way. Cuts were all over her face and the house was practically destroyed. I was so shocked I just closed the door and waited outside for Dad to come home. It was awful. She clawed at him, clawed at his face. Ooh, sounds brutal. Over. And drew blood. It will haunt my dreams for the rest of my life. Thanks for coming out, Lauren. I don't think Dad and I could have handled it on our own. She kind of drained us, you know? Can I come to New York and visit? I need to get away for a while. Jack. May 17th, 1965. Congratulations! Summa cum laude. I always knew you were a smarty pants, sis. Now you've got the documentation to prove it. Thanks again for letting me stay at your place for the weekend. It was just like old times, except you weren't smoking then. New York is an amazing city, and Columbia has a great campus. I can't wait to move down there in September, but until then, I've got to deal with our grumpy old man. He's insufferable as always. Ever since Mom, he's been hard to talk to, and very hard on me. Over. I should tell him you're smoking now. Maybe then he'll concentrate on you for once. See you again soon. Yes, I am busy. I'm recording, Sneaky. You're in this now. It's happened, Lauren. Just like you eventually said it would. I'm in love. Hello, YouTube. I'm in love. Her name is Maria. That's my other coworker's name. What's going on? This isn't a story about my workplace, is it? She's from Italy and we met in statistics class. She asked if she could copy my notes because her hand was tired. We ended up having lunch and we've been inseparable ever since. She was incredible. She's got the most amazing red hair and I want you to meet her. I'll come by soon. Ooh, redhead. Redheads are nice. December 19, 1970. Whoa, this is like 3 years later. Lauren, are you alright? Ever since Mom's funeral, you've been hard to reach. I know it's been hard on us, but it's been 6 months. I tried calling, but you never answer. I came by the other day. Kyrandis smells like a hairy fat man. Alright, I smell like a hairy fat man, even though I'm like freaking anorexic. But you didn't open the door, and I just took a shower too. I knew you were there, Lauren. I could hear you breathing on the other side of the phone. I risked using the spare key you gave me, but you changed the lock. Come for dinner on Christmas Eve. Maria's a great cook. We won't ask any questions, just come. Mom might be gone, but we're still here. I miss my big sister. Wait a minute. How am I fat? The profile picture on my YouTube is like me barely fat. You fat ass. December 28, 1970. Lauren, who's Joey? I went over last week to give you a Christmas gift. You didn't answer the door, but I heard you talking to somebody named Joey. Is it a boyfriend? Are you seeing a man named Joey? Is that why you've dropped off the map, or is it something else? I don't think I need to tell you that. Tell you what. For God's sake, talk to me. Jack. Oh my god, I've been reading for like 10 minutes. Lauren, I know you're annoyed, but I'm not sorry. I didn't want to do it, but you left me no choice. Hiring a private detective to follow you was the only option left. Stalker, brother. Holy. This was a year later. He told me some odd things. You won't talk to me, but you'll talk to total strangers. You go to every far corner of the city at the strangest hours, and you talk to yourself when you think you're alone. Don't deny it. He heard it, and so did I. Not that any of it made sense. That alone is disturbing. Over. Enough. But then he saw you collapse. You were all alone in some obscure park in the Bronx when you just fainted. He was about to call an ambulance, but then he saw you get up again and walk off like nothing happened. You were always there for me growing up. Don't shove me out, sis. Let me be there for you now, jerk. Jacko, please stay away. Don't worry about me. There are things that need to be done, and I'm the only one who can do them. Don't ask me to explain. All I can say is that I understand her mother more than ever. She was never crazy, Jacko. Trust me on this, and take some comfort in it. You've grown up, and you've grown tough, and you don't need anyone to fight your battles anymore. You don't need me, but I'll be your big sister, Lauren. April 15th, 1973. That is another 2 years later. You're returning your letter because I refuse to accept it. No, you don't need to fight my battles. I'm not 14 years old anymore, but we are still family, and that's important, especially now that Dad has died. Look, you obviously have something going on, and that's fine. I don't have to be involved if you don't want me to, but I still want you involved in my life. Maria and I are getting married in November. You are coming. No stupid excuses, Jack. Greetings from Greece. If there were any words to describe the beauty of this place, it still wouldn't do it justice. A perfect spot for a honeymoon. Things have been busy, as you can imagine, but I wanted to quickly write to say that I'm glad you made the wedding. Of course, I'm still worried about you, but somebody has to be. You take care and stay in touch. Maria says hi, Jack. Oh, so Lauren did make the wedding. Dear Aunt Lauren. Yes, Aunt Lauren, you're an aunt. I'm a dad. Maria gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. We named her Rosangela. So that's how Rosangela came to existence. My father is Jack and my mother's Maria, after Maria's grandmother. She's so quiet. She hardly cries at all. I've all said to spoil her rotten, but Maria says to take it easy. She looks just like her mother, and there's a bit of you in her eyes too. And Mom and Dad, everything our family was or will be, this child is it. Life is changing so fast. I just want to hold on to this tiny creature and never let go. The future is an exciting place and I have everything I could ever want. Over. I don't want anything to change. Ever. Jack. And the final document. After 12 minutes and 22 seconds, geez Louise. The law offices of Durkin and Goldberg. April 21st, 1981. Dear Miss Blackwell, it is indeed within your legal rights to take custody of your 5-year-old niece. With the death of her parents, you are the only living relative. Please contact our office and we will start the necessary paperwork. Sincerely, John Durkin. John Durkin. Wait, that's really familiar. Okay, that appears to be it. So Lauren Blackwell took custody of me, Rosangela Blackwell. Whoa, I'm being phoned. Whoa, what the hell?